you been frustrated out of your mind because no matter how much you try to teach your dog not to do something, the behavior only seems to be getting worse? This is pretty common, and I've actually dealt with it with my very own dogs. And so today, I'm gonna go over why this happens. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell for more videos just like this one. What I'm gonna be talking about today works for any training failure or misunderstanding really between you and your dog. It doesn't matter what naughty behavior your dog does. One of these two things is probably the reason why you can't fix it. The first thing I'm going to be talking about today is something called behavior chains. Now, you might have heard of this as a dog doing tricks to a music like a dance, or even teaching your dog how to play fetch. Behavior chains are just a series of tricks that dogs do. But what most people don't realize is those naughty behaviors are behavior chains. They're a series of tricks, whether you taught them to do it or not, that the dog finds reinforcing. So if the dog finds it reinforcing, it doesn't matter if you don't like it. It's reinforcing to the dog. Here's another thing that might be happening. It's called the Primac Principle. In basic terms, the Primac Principle is if this, then that. If your dog steals a sock, then you chase him. Sounds reinforcing, right? That's why our dogs do it. So the two reasons your dog may not be fixing his behavioral issues is because of either a behavior chain or the Primac Principle is in play. Here might be an example of a behavior chain. Your dog grabs a sock, brings it to you, drops it, and gets a treat. This might have been something that you trained him unknowingly trying to fix the behavior. I did this with my very own dog, Ellie Mae, on accident, but I still give her a treat sometimes when she brings me stuff. And that is because in the rare chance that she grabs something that is dangerous for her, I want her to bring it back to me. So you just need to understand that dogs aren't robots and they will steal things, especially if they're not fully trained. And so I would rather give my dogs a treat for bringing me something than in one day having them play a big game of keep away with something that could seriously hurt them. But we don't want to constantly be asking our dogs for our stuff back. We don't want them to think that they can always just grab something and get a treat. And so how I fix that with Ellie Mae so that she doesn't go looking for things to bring me is I taught her the game of choice, which I'll put a link in the description as well as one right up here for you. So I would say to fix a behavior chain that you have made like that, start by teaching your dog how to play fetch. And if your dog doesn't already, I'll put a link to my video right up here as well as in the description. So teach your dog how to play fetch and then gradually make it more and more difficult to where they're having to fetch your socks, your shoes, pizza boxes, anything you can think of that your dog might have stolen before. Teach them to fetch that on cue and then teach them the game of choice so that they stop just grabbing those things by themselves. And that is all for this video. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell so that you hear when new videos just like this one come out. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I will be seeing you in the next video.